And I think we're live. Perfect. No starting soon screen or anything. We are just going to get right on this so we can hopefully finish tonight. No prep. No warnings. Just getting right into it. Hopefully, we will finish it tonight. That is the goal, because frankly, I won't be able to move on to Celestia by next week. Although I'm not going to be too hung up on...
Even death is no ward against your crime. I will not let you rob my grave as that other one tried.
Yeah, I will not be too hung up if we don't manage to beat it tonight, all things considered, because I still do have tomorrow to play. But it would be nice to get very, very close to the end, since I imagine we will need more than one attempt on the final bosses here. It's another 4-way boss fight, but this time with cheats. Not to spoil too much, but that is the end result of Wintertusk. So we do need to prepare a little bit for that. Speaking of, I completely forgot to check how many TC monsters I have left. We shall do that immediately after this fight. Unrelated to anything, I've never had a banana Twinkie before. They are very good. I just finished... Oh. We're out. Okay, that's awkward. So just up a hex and hope for that's enough pips. So yeah, if you've never had a banana Twinkie before, they are quite good. And the biggest reason for that is that's because banana Twinkies is supposed to be the actual flavor of them. In fact, it's actually a pretty interesting story. So during World War II, allegedly, this is the story that is, vanilla flavoring had to be used instead of banana, because bananas were on a strict import thing for soldiers. So all the bananas that were going to be sold in supermarkets were instead transferred immediately over to the military.
In the heat of battle, I see into your heart. You are no thief. Why have you come here?
Because of that, it's a very weird situation where the recipe was changed to vanilla, and that's what most people are familiar with. But banana Twinkies are by far the vastly superior version.
You say you were sent by the one outside? That scoundrel is a grave robber. He took many grave treasures from me. You must teach him some honor.
Is it safe now? It grew quiet, so I steeled myself and came in. Did you get that jeweled cloak clasp?
Is he a grave robber? Let's find out.
What's that? Are you calling me a thief? You see through me, but you will not live to spill my secret.
We've grave robbed before. We might as well not judge this guy. Okay, hold on a second. This guy is rather strong. So let's... Actually, it's just the one of him. So let's instead use Spectral Blast against him. Hopefully this will be enough. Let's see. And exit out of that. Why not? Let us see, let us see. Hopefully we get a pip fail. So that way we actually have a reason to use feints instead of just relying entirely on our blades and the basic trap or hex. Alright, well, he is a boss. So how much HP does he have? 4,400? Oh, but we didn't add an enchant in. That is awkward. Without an enchant, I'm not entirely sure how much this will actually do. It's overall weaker than the Hydra in every way. I was thinking that because I could enchant it would do more damage, but then I forgot to even pack it. I'm gonna do that immediately after this fight in that case. Okay. Well. We might as well go for it, I suppose. No, I guess we'll throw up a feint. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Not as perfect, but that still works. Yeah, not much. Not much damage. This guy's a weak sauce. Thankfully wasted all his pips, so let's see if this will do a one-shot. Hopefully it will. I really needed that enchant, I think. Let's see. He's really, nickel and diamond out that damage. Perfect, got a critical. Alright. That works out way better for us. Oh, but it's ice. It's still one shot. Perfect.
On Wraith's defeat, you discover that he had many valuable treasures belonging to Gothric Honorbound.
Well, let's see. How full is our backpack? It's getting there. For now, before we forget, let us add in more monsters. What level are we? We are already level 58. Okay, so when we head back to the Arcanum to restock on those, we need to be sure to grab the Gargantuan TCs instead. There we go. Perfect.
I thank you for the return of these grave treasures. You are not a warrior, but you certainly know honor.
Perfect. Alright, that's one side quest done and over with. Now, this pet egg is probably behind that dragon gate too, so we're not going to worry about it too much. First things first, we need to focus on the main quest. In order to get further in, so we should defeat ravens for the swords and shields. Okay, both apply. Let's also switch to a less populated realm. No idea which realm we're even in right now. That way we don't have to worry about drawing in any randoms. Perfect. Got the two weaklings in one fight. After all, drawing in one of the elites would have been a little bit troublesome. And now here we go. Everything else seems fine. Hopefully the audio still is working good. Hopefully. Alright. Pop another blade. Yeah, 518. That's still a pretty decent amount of damage for these guys. Alright. Hopefully we end up completing all these quests at once. That would be ideal, considering the fact that we have to fight the same enemies for both. Come on, bumped drop rates. Let's see something good. Oh, hi, hello, I'm here, and you have bad jokes. Oh, welcome, Forgotten Dark. Welcome. Used to play piano by ear, but not use your hands. Ah, I see. Good one. Yeah, unironically, that's a slight exhale from me. I appreciate it. And these guys are certainly feeling aggressive today. Just non-stop attacking me. Well, hopefully this is the end of it. You only know 25 letters of the alphabet. You don't know why. Okay. So, did you buy like a joke book or something? I told you only bad jokes. Because I actually have a joke book. It has a lot of ones like that in it. And I need to find it at some point. If only so I can read it out on stream at some point. Let's see. I don't know where it is off the top of my head. Actually, wait a minute. I think I might actually have it. Hold on. Be right back. You need a joke book, maybe then you won't have bad jokes. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use a honeycomb? Nice. I do appreciate them. But if you think you've got jokes, let us see. I guess you found their joke book. This guy. This thing. Whatever I am. I don't even know at this point. Let's start off with one. Alright, everyone. Why do barbers make good drivers? Because they know all the shortcuts. Ah, ha ha ha, yes. What happens when business is slow at a medicine factory? You can hear a cough drop. This is hundreds of pages, by the way. I can keep these going for hours. Oh, I need to do an entire stream just dedicated to this at some point. What do you get if you cross a witch with an ice cube? A cold spell. Ha. Okay, these are actually unironically kind of funny to me. Maybe it's because I've already been drinking a little bit. I don't know. What do you get if you cross a caretaker with a monk who smokes large cigars? A caretaker with a bad habit. What did the just married spiders call their new home? Newlywebs. Let's see. When George left school, he was going to be a printer. All the teachers said he was the right type. Man, there's a... Shit, this is actually really long. Okay. How many pages are in this? 248 front to back pages. So that's 124 pages overall. Okay. Well, that's enough of that for now. But if anyone desires more, please let me know. I have literally hundreds of these.
Can you help get me out of here? My Thane, Vanir Stormroarer, sent me from Rundle Fjord to speak with Sudri. Before I could speak to Sudri, his henchman, Cormac Shadowclaw, captured me and had me thrown into this cage. I do not think Sudri knows about this foul treatment. Cormac has his own agenda. Cormac dwells in a cave to the west of this place. Defeat him and bring back the key to set me free.
Don't have any more funny jokes, Forgotten Dark? I thought we had something going there for a second. But whatever, I need to focus on this anyways. Because I actually do want to make some genuine progress in Wintertusk tonight. He missed them. He got food. Damn it. Well, don't worry. We have hundreds of these.
Who dares intrude into the cave of Rignia?
God damn it. Okay, fine. We'll do a balance boss. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. So here's one. Why is a classroom like an old car? Sorry? Yeah, no problem. Okay, but why is a classroom like an old car? Gets full of nuts and has a crank at the front. Ha. What did the children do when there were rock cakes for lunch? They took their pick. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, this entire book is full of them. Who carries a sack and bites people? Santa Jaws. That one's awful. That one was legitimately the worst one so far. Girl, shall I put the kettle on? Boy, no, I think you look alright in the dress you're wearing. What's the difference between an iced lolly and the school bully? You lick one, the others lick you. Santa Jaws got you. Okay. Fair enough. It had to affect somebody. Oh, this one I particularly liked. When George left school, he was going to be a printer. All the teachers said he was the right type. What did 2 pieces of bread say on their wedding day? It was love at first sight. Oh my god, that's a wall of text. I need to actually read this out. Why did the man go out and buy a set of tools? Because everyone kept telling him he had a screw loose. I appreciate this. I appreciate the stupid jokes. Ooh. What do you do if you split your sides laughing? Run until you get a stitch. Blacksfields, oh, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Yes, hi. Let me just, actually, hold on. Let me... Oh, dang it. Okay. It didn't work. I wasn't expecting you to join us here. I was actually thinking if you were going to keep going, I would, do that. I would raid you, actually. Funnily enough. Yes, you joined us on a very awkward time. I managed to find my old joke book, and we've been reading a bunch of weird jokes together. Here's one. What do you do if you split your sides laughing? You run until you get a stitch. Nice. Let's use this. Linnaean Hydra. We need to kill this guy. What do you call a pencil with 2 erasers? I don't know. Tell us. Pointless. Nice. Lovely. What was your handicrafts teacher like? She's so-and-so. Pointless. Thank you for the shout out. We also just finished up. You're very pleased here for the jokes. Yes. As am I. Glad to see more stupid joke appreciators. That's just a riddle. These jokes are making you laugh too hard. They are making me exhale slightly harder than normal. Oh, here's a good one. Why was the insect thrown out of the forest? Because he was a litter bug. Hold on a second, I need to... Hold on, just like 1 second. Just let me... Just let me... Just let me... Okay. Why was the insect thrown out of the forest? Because he was a litter bug. Oh, hold on. There we go. How do you fix a broken pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. Nice. I don't think I'm allowed to say that word on Twitch. This book was written at a different time. Dad read jokes, loved them. Me too. The drums. Yes. I had to make sure we got it in time. What did the traffic light say to the motorist? Don't look now. I'm changing. Hang on. There we go. Why do peppers make such good archers? Because they have an arrow. Wait. Oh, Hobbit. Okay, oh, yes, thank you for the follow, Scalata. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Top tier jokes happening right now. Indeed. You're stealing them. Dang, we really have to pass until we can manage to hit this guy through the resist. Okay. Thanks for joining the void. Yes, thank you. You got pulled right in there. Hold on. I'm finding another good one. Well, we need to pass. Because this guy apparently has way more resistance than I was expecting. Oh. Why did the man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Nice. Okay, hopefully this kills. Where are these? I have an actual literal book in front of me. That's why I'm looking through it.
With symbols of balance.
Left at each one of them. You don't know how to feel about that. Don't worry, they're great. What do you get if you cross a witch with an ice cube? A cold spell. Let's see. Sign on the school notice board. Guitar for sale, cheap, no strings attached. Nice. Wintertusk resist derogatory. I was stuck for ages on this boss. You have like 20 papers in front of me for mine. Oh, okay. So you did. You basically printed out a joke book then. Okay, so we both have them in front of us. Yeah, stop looking for the perfect match. Use the lighter. A cold spell. Yes. And very thematic for the game we're playing, actually. Okay, so now we just need wild hemlock. We also need to turn in these side quests. Can't keep up the jokes all the time, but this will be an entire stream at some point.
I see you come bearing the stolen battle treasures. You're as generous with your bravery as you are your time.
It's all handwritten, which is the sad part. That is admirable. Hold on a second. Yeah, good job, Forgotten Dark. You're doing God's work here. Very, very nice. I appreciate it. You had so many over time, you just started writing them. Maybe not next stream specifically, but eventually. Someday, we will have a just chatting stream. Where it's just me reading out this, like, this 128-page joke book. In the meantime, I want to actually finish this, so... Forgotten Dark, please keep up with the good work, but I'm actually going to focus on questing for a little bit. Keep the people entertained in my stead. I'm joking. Ooh. Yeah, bad joke stream. Oh, definitely. You're gonna keep the jokes coming? Nice. I appreciate it. It's hard to read and tell jokes, and then also apply the proper sound effects while playing the game. It is outside of my skill set currently. Maybe someday I'll be skilled enough to do it. Or if I get like one of those soundboard things where I can just click a button and it does it. Why did the orange lose the race? It ran out of juice. Nice. Lovely.
These should serve well enough. Give me a moment. With those ingredients, I can now brew a potion that should wrap you in illusion. Just take a drink from the cauldron. While in raven form, you should be able to walk through the dragon gate without harm. The enchantment upon the gate isn't that quick-witted. If you get through once, you can always pass through it.
Did you hear the rumor about butter? Well, I'm not spreading it. I need to pull back up the... I need to pull that back up. There we go.
gate. You must face Sudri himself.
Yeah, a lot of these are good ones. Like, genuinely, I'm kind of surprised you really curated the best of them.
You take a drink of the foul potion from the cauldron. You begin to sprout feathers and claws.
Meanwhile, this joke book, I'm not really feeling it in a lot of places. I think a lot of it's because it's actually split into different kinds. So, you're doing a lot of wordplay. But this one actually switches over into more like long form jokes. Like, oh, like what's the difference between a boring teacher and a boring book? You can shut the book up. Want to hear about joke construction? We're still working on it. Nice. Lots of good ones. Oh, cool. We got the best transformation. Yeah, bird form. There we go. This one's actually really cool. It's a shame because I don't think they added back in the transformations. Did they? Yeah, here they are. Transformations. Yeah, they removed the ability to buy them with gold, so now you can't even do it anymore. They still need to add that back in. Apparently that was an accident, but, you know, accident quotation marks, they still haven't added it back in. What's a pirate's favorite letter? The C.
The Dragon Gate lets you pass unharmed. Now that you have fooled it once,
You can buy some with gold every Halloween.
No more.
Yeah, but at least you still let you buy them at any time with the gold. And they apparently wanted to change it back. They mentioned that on a King's Isle Live at one point, but they've never actually done it. Yeah, I think it'd be R, but a pirate's true level be C. Now come on guys, let's not use up our best ones here. We should be saving them for the joke stream.
How did you make it through my defenses?
In February, March? No, but April, May.
I've heard from my brothers, Austrian
Nice.
Vestry. They say you've gained their golden seals. I respect that. Normally, my henchman, Cormac Shadowclaw, would deal with you, but I do not know where he has gone to. I don't wish to bring doom upon my fine hall, so let us be diplomatic in our dealings here. If you can do a few simple things for me, I will give you my own golden seal, as a generous gift, of course.
Did you hear the one about the roof? Never mind, it's over your head. I genuinely appreciate these though, they are
I
great.
would have you go to a cave in Vesterland, in which grows a special tree. A tree bearing golden apples.
Oh, here's a good one. How can you tell when it's rabbit stew for dinner? It has hairs in it.
The cave is
I should have
guarded by
had this ready.
Valkyrie, a warrior named
More drums.
Jordan. She may
Every
try
time
to
drums.
stop you.
And any that has like a button.
Find
There's a
the
hotkey
cave,
or something.
Bring me back a basket of these golden apples, and we'll see where we stand.
Golden apples. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I liked it. And so many side quests. But wait a minute, hold on. Now we can actually do our spell quest. We can get the hypothetical healing spell. I'm gonna tell a time traveling joke, but you didn't like it. Oh.
Good. More magic for me. I might just eat you now, though.
Okay, this guy is a storm boss, so we will be sure to bring out the other judgment. Let's go. That's actually a good one. That's Aikatsu. Ordered chicken and egg online. I'll let you know. I feel like that joke's unfinished. I feel like it needs to have, I'll let you know which one comes first, or something. Or something like that, yeah. Like, I'll let you know which one comes first. I feel like that's the end of that joke. That is another good one. Maybe, but you have so many, it won't matter that some seem finished. That is true. 20 pages is quite a lot to have just at the ready at any time. Still, you know, it's about quality, not quantity. Like, here's one. Why did the rich man marry the maid? Because she swept him off his feet. How do you deal with the fear of speed bumps? You slowly get over it. Nice. You know, I'm actually gonna stop reading. I just remember, if I'm gonna be reading this for a stream, might as well keep it at the ready. But I am glad I found that actually. That means we can use it whenever. Meantime, I'm just gonna get back to chilling. Figure this out slowly, for sure. As we make our way through Wintertusk. You grabber telling me these jokes? Me too. You know, it's a really good time. Still, I would like to save some more. And potentially I might just have to go through the entire book and like note which ones are the best. Save those for later. Gotta have some fun while questing Wiz. That is true. But I have fun either way, just chatting with everyone. Actually, some of these I actually have to like reword, so they'll actually be more funny. Because some of them... So I'm pretty sure I got this at like a Scholastic book fair at some point. I'm gonna be looking for a bit while I do some chores, help requesting as well. Thank you very much, Flaxfields. Thank you for the raid as well. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And have a good time looking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this at a Scholastic book fair or something when I was like in elementary school. And so a lot of the jokes are like outdated, and they're also like all school related. So I have to like reword some of them. Anyways, glad you caught your way streaming. Oh yeah, thank you.
You pick it up and check.
That is true. You do stream at very awkward times for me. I can't catch them at night, which is unfortunate. Because I do like to hang out when Wizard101 streams whenever possible. They're always nice. Probably, yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Why did the dang it. Where do boats go when they're sick? To the dock. Nice. Alright, here's one. Why did the arithmetic book break up with the geometry book? Because they both had too many problems. But there we go. Let's see. Alright, we have to go back to Northgard for our spell. We want our healing spell. We want that, like, as soon as possible. And because I'm going to use it. But I just want to have it in advance. Now, why did the burglar take a shower? He wanted to make a clean getaway. Dear Bath, it's time to grow up and solve your own problems.
You won back my bag of rune spells. I am in your debt.
Okay.
Let me reward you with a spell.
And there we go. Availing Hands. Perfect. we have just gotten a hypothetically useful spell, especially with critical healing, actually. Now I think about it. Just because you said a math joke, you gave a math one. That is true. You should keep it on theme, I think. Wait, hold on. We need to actually talk to her in Rundlefjord. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce a lot of these words, because they're like Viking words. Although, apparently the pronunciation is kind of weird with them. They don't really... I mean, like, they're very similar to English, but they don't really have a lot of the same pronunciations. When a joke turned to a dad jokes when it becomes apparent. Nice. That one's a good one, actually. That one's probably my favorite so far.
You found the egg!
It will open, releasing judgment into the spiral.
Treat it well, and you will be rewarded with loyalty.
Oh, here's one. Why do the psych ward patients eat cashews? Because they're nuts. The what? One-liners are the best jokes, let's be honest. Yeah, but I really like that one. Comes apparent. One's good. I say 3-2. Wait, how would you even say that? 3 halves? How would you say that? I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm bad at math. I've always been bad at math. You felt that. Where am I going exactly? Which one's better to do? Okay, so in Vesterland somewhere. This... Did you repeat the same joke again? You fix the joke so it works a bit better? Oh, let's say that every 3 out of 2 people are benefactors. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the difference now. Alright. Yeah, I didn't realize the joke was even different. Cooked it over and made change so you can read it easier? Yeah. That is a very good idea. Oh. What did one fish say to another fish?
Hold! These golden apples are mine and mine alone. None shall taste their sweetness but me.
Long time no see. What did the picture say to the wall? I've got you covered. I need those drums on like a button, so I can just make them go whenever. Are you live? The fish one got you. There we go. Perfect. That's a classic one. You just press R for a faster response? Oh, really? I did not know that. Thank you for telling me about that, Forgotten Dark. That is very helpful. Why did the woman take a load of hay to her bed? To feed her nightmare. Hopefully this crit so it can kill. What happened when the wheel was invented? It caused a revolution. Hello, welcome, TS Swampcat. Welcome, welcome. I hope your crafting adventures went well. How you doing, though? Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can. Yeah, I've heard that one. All the other ones were new to me, weirdly enough. I hope you enjoy dad jokes, TS Swampcat, because we have a lot of them tonight. Meantime, let me see. I left my drink somewhere in my room. I will be right back to grab it. Oh, after I grab it. You tell dogwood tree by its bark? Nice. Wintertusk gear is bad because the waterworks gear is 100% better. That is not necessarily the case. Item cards, when you take that into consideration, is very important. Specifically for a lot of the hitting schools. I'd argue for any hitting school, the blade is more valuable than the minor increases stats. For storm, you mean. I feel like that depends on if you can get the item card blade from some other source. But yeah, for the most part, I would agree that stat-wise, Waterworks is in fact better.
So unfair. I have
But
guarded
that item
this
card
tree
is
against
very
all,
good.
and it earned me nothing but ignoble defeat.
Nice. Now we get to eat golden apples.
You collect some golden apples.
Speaking of, it's been a long time since I've actually played Minecraft. Okay? Yeah. I mean, it's debatable on which one you prefer. The stats or the item card. Really. It's a similar thing with the robe. Or like the Malistaire versus the Exalted ones. You think you'll get the hat? Yeah, that's what I'd recommend. I recommend the hat, and then recommend Waterworks robe or the House of Scales robe for the prism. And then I recommend whatever boots you can get. Since I don't think the boots are good for any of the schools, really. Or they're not, like, necessarily fantastic. Wait, why is my mount unequipped? Yeah, that was weird. Why was that unequipped? I don't understand. You have mass... Oh, ready? Just look at your gear? Oh, do you? Oh, okay. So you gave yourself the mass prism jewel. Okay. Yeah, otherwise, unless you just want the more offensive stats from the House of Scales robe, then yeah, you're pretty much set to just use the Waterworks gear. Because I think the House of Scales gear gives less resist, but it gives like more critical, I think. And that'd be the only difference. Similar to the Malistaire and Exalted gear, the differences are minute and depend on what kind of build you want to make. Like, for instance, if you want to be able to use shadow spells, Malistaire gear would technically be better than the Exalted gear in most cases, since they give you access to the item card blades and traps and stuff.
Is this another of Vanir Stormroarer's envoys? No matter. You cannot bargain for peace with Sudri. I'll throw you in the cage with the other fool.
Nice, the runestones are really easy to get here. Also, this is going by a lot faster than I remembered it being. After this, I think it's just the... Wait, what the... Oh no, okay, this is a cheating boss. Hold up. I need to see this guy's name. Again, so I can look at his cheats. I was not expecting that. Oh, hold on. Cormac Shadowclaw. Huh. I learned two things today. Number one, press R for fast replies, and number two, you can hover over them to see their names. And that boss? Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Let's see. No idea what the cheats are. But let's see. To start each battle, he'll cast a -65% tower shield. They can use Steel Ward or Pierce, and after an attack, he replenishes his shield. When a wizard casts a single target charm on a teammate, he will immediately remove... Oh, that's just annoying. Okay. So, his ward gets thrown off of him if you have someone else with you. Is this a solo walkthrough? Yes. This is a solo playthrough. Yeah, so he's meant for more than one person. That's annoying, but not unexpected. They like to do this a lot with these sort of bosses. Okay. More blades, more traps. This should still one-shot him, especially if it crits. Yeah, I think I mentioned that before because you tried to join me for one boss fight. Yeah, this is going to be entirely solo unless we reach a point like really late into it where I do need the help. But even in that case, I would like to set it up where I could find other people who would be willing to help out just using shadow spells. You realize you have decent gear from Mirror Lake that you can use against Malistaire? Really? The Mirror Lake gear is like surprisingly interesting in terms of its stats, and they're surprisingly high in some cases. I don't think you could actually be able to find any that you could use against like Malistaire. Look at the robe you just put on. I shall. Oh right, this thing. Yeah, I have that. It is really interesting that it has like a lot of universal. Well, not Malistaire. I think I'm like halfway in level 50 world. The first boss. First boss. Yevgeny? Like, the guy who drops the things, or what? Because... Oh, right, because it does give you Conviction TC. Or not TC, item card. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's what we're getting at. I would argue that since it doesn't have resist, it's not as good as the Waterworks gear. But yeah, I actually considered looking at this stuff whenever I was looking through the potential gear I could use. For a time I was considering, yeah, because you always forget treasure cards. Then in that case, it might actually be a good idea. Because what I was saying is, yeah, originally I was thinking maybe I might just do like all universal gear for a while when I was planning out this playthrough. But then I was like, nah, it'll just be a normal balanced playthrough. Because otherwise, this will be even more painful for us. You never use the TC.
This is not the end. Speak to Sudri, if you will. You cannot stop my allies in the coven.
You find the key to Hrothgar's cage among Cormac's things.
I suppose you don't have to, but it is definitely annoying.
Woe be the day the
At least in my
ice
opinion.
rises. Winter will come and never go. Ice will engulf the worlds.
Well, it's just because it's a lot easier to beat him with the Conviction TCs because of how fast it goes by if you use them. Otherwise, it takes like twice as long because he stuns you every time. He's up against Malistaire and what's his name in the graveyard fights. Yevgeny and yeah, Malistaire you want to use the... What is it called? Doom and Gloom. Yeah, you technically don't need them, they just make it go like 3 times faster. Because Yevgeny will stun you for like, sure, and then Malistaire will just be revived with 100,000 HP. Yeah, Doom and Gloom. Because it heals 100k, yeah. It is tedious if you don't use it.
You unlock the cage with Cormac's key.
Normal Doom with the only thing, yeah, you need the TC
thank you
for
for my freedom. I will gather my wits before heading back to my thane in Hrundlefjord.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out. For any newbies, although I don't think there are any in here right now, but there have been in the past, and I think a few of them might watch the VODs, that, yes, if you're going to be doing the Malistaire the Undying fight, if you do not use TC Doom and Gloom, the treasure card version, he will heal for all 100,000 of his health. Otherwise, if you do use it, he'll just come back with like 30k, so it makes it go by way faster. And Conviction is just for the first boss mass stunning. Yeah. He will stun you anytime you attempt to use a blade, And I believe anytime you attempt to attack, although no, I think it might just be blades. Yeah. Darkmoor is very interesting in terms of the cheats it used. It has a lot of weird ones like that. Similar with the first boss, or the last boss, I mean, in the first area. Like, the knight, the paladin guy. He has a weird one where he switches. Can you help me? Depends on what.
It is a pity Jordan would not share them. These apples are so delicious they drive lesser beings to madness.
What do you need, Womcat? But yeah, the Malistaire is 48k, and then the heal he gets from reviving himself is 100k. Yeah, he switches over from his death form to his shadow form.
I would offer you one, but then I would have to fight you to keep you from taking the rest.
The Portico.
I can see in your eyes that you do not trust me. That is fair. Giants are known as tricksters and liars. I will prove to you that my word has weight. I will allow you to trap my words in an urn and weigh them. There is a scale in Grundle Fjord that the merchants use. Take the urn with my words to the scale and weigh it. If I am speaking true, my words will have weight. If I am speaking falsely, my words will be as light as hot air. Let us begin. Get that urn from the side of my hall and bring it back to me. Then to Grundle Fjord to weigh it.
It depends on what the Portico is, because I do not remember what that is. Celestia base camp? Is the Portico like a dungeon? Oh, let's see. Yeah? Oh, then no. I can't really help you with it. Also, I can't even enter it. Portico's a dungeon, Celestia? Yeah. Unfortunately, I can neither enter, and also, this is meant to be like more of a solo thing. I don't help people out on this account. Not really. Unless it's like something simple, like hatching, or like lending. Like if you want to hatch it by Snappy Griffin, or occasionally like selling stuff. But yeah, I don't want to take... What, to your friend again? Nah, I'm not gonna help with a dungeon. Not right now. Not on this account. You help them? Alright.
This urn should do.
Gotta appreciate it. Personally, I don't like to break up the cycle of questing too much. I have to make all this progress in a decent amount of time. Yes, I appreciate Forgotten Dark. Very helpful. Need to teleport to them through you? Oh, okay. Well, then let me mark this down. Nope, wrong look. There we go. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, yeah. I get it now. Max, 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 max. Yep, have fun. In the meantime, I will continue with the main quest. Because if we do not make it through Arc 2 in decent time, this playthrough is going to take a while.
Sudri speaks into the urn.
I mean, I have to make it all the way to Crystal's part 2.
Upon my honor, I swear to grant the golden seal to this wizard once this task is done.
Strangely, it feels a bit heavier, but that isn't possible.
Now, go to Grundle Fjord and weigh that on the merchant scale.
I mean, actually, yeah, I have to practically beat Crystal's part 2 before I can even actually get access to my shadow spells. Which, for anyone unaware, this is more so the build-up to what will eventually be me using shadow spells for everything. Specifically, if you're familiar with the Dark Nova, Dark Fiend, and Dark Shepherd spells, those will be my only source of damage, specifically.
The scale wobbles with the weight of the urn. You adjust the scales to account for the urn's weight. The Giant's Oath carries real weight. Sudri will want to hear from you.
So with that in mind, we're going to be trying to rush through this as much as we can.
I can see from your face that you believe me now. Here is your golden seal. Use it to save your world.
Sudri gives you the third of the golden seals. You're 3/4 of the way there.
And we are making decent progress here. But we're still not done, unfortunately. There's a bit more even after we get the 4th seal. Hopefully we can manage to beat Wintertusk by tonight. If we do, I might try soloing Waterworks or something tomorrow, and maybe House of Scales, because we are very close to level 60. And so I might make a stream about that.
I have never trusted a giant, but you got the best part of Sudri, his oath, given freely and without deceit. Now that you have gotten golden seals from Austri, Vestri, and Sudri, only Nordri's golden seal remains. I know the charm that will open the Nordrland gate. Go to the gate, speak the charm, and go forth to find Nordri. If I remember, his door warden is a disagreeable ice troll named Stengar. He is a clever one, and loves riddles. When you have gotten Nordri's golden seal and completed the set, return to me and we will see this to its finish.
Hold on a second. Riddles. Those are very familiar. Or very similar to jokes, but yeah. Where's the house thing? I do not know. Remember Portico, because the dungeon where you farm pearls? Pearls and golden pearls. Interesting. I did not know that that was a good source of them, but that would make sense. Celestia in general is a good one for farming those things, along with kelp. Because for some reason, everything in Imperial Part 1 requires like 300 pieces of kelp. Crafting is its own thing. Crafting is something I go off on. Like, its own rant.
You look like a well-traveled sort. Can you help me?
Sure thing.
My name is Ovang Landstrider, and I am the Thane Surveyor, given the duty of marking the encroachment of the ice. This winter is unnatural, and I need to take samples of ice from several places in this realm.
There are many things you can rant about. Very true.
There are many types of ice, and I am an expert in identifying the type and age of ice with a look. Can you travel around Nordrland and gather pieces of ice from 2 locations? I need ice from the ice shards near Conal's Cave and near the frozen ship. Wander till you find a good spot.
And now your pearl farm is starburst spiders because they drop those as well?
When you've gathered the samples,
Do they?
return here. I will measure the type of ice and gauge how much it is grown.
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I think on my other character that I farmed Mirror Lake on, yeah, I think I actually do have like 300 pearls on that character. Like 300 golden pearls specifically. I have a lot of them.
My brother and I, we are humble merchants hoping to sell our wares to Nordri, lord of this land. Vivaldi crossed the bridge and his girth caused the bridge to break.
Oh, come on.
You see, but we're stranded. If you have any woodcraft to you, you could be of aid to us in this effort. Find some pieces of scrap wood and use them to repair the bridge. It should be easy enough to do.
Imagine being the guy who's so fat that when you try to walk across the bridge, it just straight up breaks from underneath you. You can't live that though. That's just unfortunate. All 3 are dropped by the spiders? Interesting. I actually didn't know that. Most guys didn't pay attention. They're not really that important of a reagent past a certain point. So it's kind of difficult to remember. Oh, hey, look at that though. I'm kind of impressed he managed to not fall in the lava, considering the fact that he was like so fat it broke under him. I figured he would like drop like a sack of potatoes, like straight into the lava like that.
I fear my weight broke the bridge, but now it looks as if it will hold. Good work.
That was it? Like that was a whole side quest? Okay. Sure, why not?
A wagon with a broken wheel. Something about it seems significant.
Significant. Okay, I do not know what that means. Or what that's implying. Yeah. At the rate we're going, it seems like we might actually beat Wintertusk tonight.
I am a blacksmith, and the cave behind me is my forge. A fierce creature named Scaflock has forced me out, though. Can you go into the cave and defeat Scaflock? I will reward you handsomely when my forge is in my command again.
We can do that really quick in the meantime. Nordland exposure. Okay, so we are on the very first quest.
Now hammer your head and put your feet in the forge.
Yes, apparently, Nordland exposure is quest 40 out of 51. Awesome. Okay. So then we also have to pull up in advance the final boss fight. Just in case. Because we want to be able to read all the cheats in advance. So yeah, we shouldn't have any issues finishing it tonight. This will be very quick, very efficient. Very nice. Oh, and he has low health too. This will be easy. Even with like a tower shield on him. I should be able to kill him with like 3 blades. Maybe a hex too, but we'll see. We shall see. All right. Yeah, I'm glancing through this joke book again, and some of them are genuinely like walls of text in and of themselves. I'm gonna have to really like sort this one out before I actually do anything with it. I think I might do like a just chatting stream closer to like the beginning of the new year or something. I can make a little segment of it out of that. You did 2 million damage 2 times today? Congratulations. The 2 million damage cap is really tedious to reach. I'm surprised I managed to hit it twice. Were you like testing it out, or were you trying to get like a specific achievement? I actually don't know if there's like an achievement for doing it multiple times. Just the once. $1 million? Oh, that's the one with the achievement? I thought they added one for the 2 million damage as well. As like an update to it. Damage cap is 2 million? Yeah. I thought they, because it used to be 1 million, so I thought when they updated it to 2 million, they added another achievement for it. I could be wrong, though. I don't really focus too much on getting achievements in this game. Mostly because I'm not gonna fight like 1,000 undead in Wizard City in order to get random ones.
You are mighty indeed. Let us go inside and we can talk further.
Yeah. Still, nice job doing it. You're what, like level 60, I think? So yeah, that would take a while. Although you are a storm, I think you said. So it is a little bit more understandable. You did it on your life? Oh, nice. That's even better.
I want to make you a fine weapon as a gift, but I cannot. That scoundrel Scaflock took all of my iron ore.
What's the best hit for doing that? Would it be Forest Lord, or would it be Centaur? Oh, he's level 143. Okay, never mind.
Can you gather some iron from the veins of metal outside? Bring some to me and I can
The dog.
start.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Hopefully find a friend with a dungeon. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you for helping Forgotten Dark. Level 1 for is for life. Yeah, I'm familiar. I thought you had done it like level 60, and so I was gonna ask like if you used Forest Sword or Centaur, because I'm pretty sure Forest Sword out damages Centaur anyways. So it wouldn't really matter either way. So you could have hit in like the 2 million twice with an AoE. But the dog is a single hit spell if I'm remembering correctly. Wait, hold on. Which quest am I up? Yeah, okay, what's this one? Yep, yeah, okay, cool. Now just sit in your home until you can figure out what we want to do. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. You know, you could always spin in the commons.
Now that we have some ore, we can answer the greatest of questions, the Riddle of Steel.
Oh, TS1 yes. Specifically, I think TS1 has also been like wanting some reagents, so if you can help them out with that too, like sell them, or like help them get them.
The Riddle of Steel has eluded smiths for
because I was helping out earlier with that sometimes.
I can forge an unbreakable blade. I must have an assistant though, someone to work the bellows while I forge the blade itself.
I've never understood why people commons is too laggy for you to spin it now. Spin in Wu Realm. That should be decently empty enough.
When you have finished with the bellows, plunge the blade into the trough of snow.
How can you help?
You work the bellows.
I've never understood the appeal of spinning in the commons, but people do it all the time.
Now it is time to take it to the trough of snow.
Like, I always thought like, oh yeah, it was just like people AFK. But no, then I actually talked to somebody, and they told me that they actually like got together with their friends, and like specifically went to the commons just to spin around. Right, and they were like talking to each other while they were doing it. Like not in-game, but like on Discord. And they were just spinning in the commons at the same time. It was very bizarre to me, and I'm not entirely sure I understood. But apparently it's something people do.
The blade hisses and hardens as it meets the cold snow.
Unfortunately, I never had a whiz girl or anything to do it with. You need 12 stone and 16 black pearls.
You have helped me forge the mightiest of blades, a sword of kings. Take it with you on your journey, and use it nobly and with courage.
Oh snap. I didn't even realize. So with that, we actually have 2 swords of kings. One from here and one from Avalon. Put that in the Sparrow Compendium, that's killing. Oh, we got the pearls? Nice. Yeah, I don't really have the time to be switching back and forth between characters to do it, so I appreciate you helping out with that. Oh, where's a battle sword?
Hear my plea. If you would, help send a once great warrior to the Hall of the Mighty in honor, rather than in shame. My Thane, Steer Longaxe, met his end in battle when he challenged the evil frost giant, Nordri, lord of this land. It was a fair fight. Nordri was an honest, if cruel, foe. But Nordri's henchman, Hammer Frostheart, is a thief! Hammer took Steer's famous axe and his other grave goods while I was preparing Steer's body for its last journey. I cannot send Steer to the Hall of the Mighty without the blade that gives him his name. Hammer Frostheart's cave is not far from here. Can you defeat him and recover Steer's axe and shield?
Nice. Yeah, you got the jokes and you got the help out today. Thanks for being such a cool person. Forgotten Dark. Anyways, let's see. Hamar. Over here. Over here? Up here. It's up here. The arrow's a little bit confused. But it's got the right idea. It's got the spirit.
Who are you to come barging into my hall? If you want anything from me, just try and take it. And to do that, you must go through my men first.
You know what would be cool? If we actually beat his men and then he just like surrendered. It's just you not having anything to do. Nah. Nah. Nah, I disagree. It's very kind of you to help out. But still, yeah. Not having anything to do, it beats going back in Mirror Lake for another, like, 8 hours. Oh, but you know what, actually? If you're sick of tired of grinding in Mirror Lake, if you actually beat Crystal's Part 2, you can start grinding more Gantz for more Exalted duels. That's what I do in my off time. Replace one grind for another. That's Wizard101 in a nutshell. At least whenever you hit the end game. I still technically have to do Lemuria on my currently, well, previously maxed character. Or characters, I guess. I never did Caramel on the other ones either. But yeah. Whenever you're maxed out, all you can really do is just finish grinding out other things for other characters in the future. Self-stone thing. You'd rather grind Mirror Lake than finish whatever the world is.
So it happens that I must take care of this myself. Very well then.
And of course he doesn't surrender after we beat his men. But yeah. I will say, in my opinion, that Arc 3 does definitely make finishing it worth it.
Grandmother Raven watches Grizzleheim, perched upon the world tree, guarding against the day Ymir wakes.
I will say, I definitely do think that it is a lot more fun than Arc 2, to a point where I do think it is a lot faster and easier to get through. You got 5? Dang. It is a lot harder to organize with this. Still, getting any of them is actually pretty lucky, all things considered. I remember seeing, like, hundreds of, like, posts at different times on, like, the Reddit and in the Discords of people mentioning how easy it is to Bazaar Snipe. Or how they got Bazaar Sniped, specifically. That's kind of why I personally prefer just grinding it out. Not just because I'm, like, antisocial and, like, just getting everything by myself, but also because it's just more consistent than relying on that. I used to sit around for hours and, like, just buy stuff from Bazaar randomly, so I probably was one of the people who bought it out from under someone else. But after a while, I eventually just decided to start getting everything manually, because otherwise, it's just too inconsistent. Which is why I always personally recommend, like, just grabbing it by, like, realm hopping and stuff. Because it is, I believe, better in the long run to focus on. Without the Hex in the Mohit, because I believe we'll be at max pips. So yeah, if you ever need anything, I would recommend, like, personally, I would just, like, use whatever you need. And it's really annoying to sell through Bazaar because of people. Yeah. There are times when the Bazaar is... Wait, oops. I meant to use Judgment. Well, okay. But yeah, yeah, it's really annoying because even if you go out of your way to get enough powers to buy it off of somebody through, like, a trading post or something, it's entirely likely that someone will just steal it from under you. And there are times when there's, like, the Bazaar is full, but then it's just, like, empty for days at a time, potentially. And it's just so tedious to actually try to wait it out. So I've gotten in the habit of just, like, grabbing them all from the various spawn points. I mean, I don't particularly dislike the way the bazaar works. I do think it is relatively fair in a weird way. Bro, someone took 50 stone. Yeah. Like, every time you try to buy anything, you have to, like, immediately just, like, go to the top of the page, click it, and then scroll through everything. It's not there. And then, like, the next second you have to do it, and you have to do that for, like, hours. And then eventually, if you're lucky, you'll get enough. And then the times you go to the bazaar and there's, like, 5 things in there. Like, there's literally, like, 5 different reagents and all of them are useless. You sold 50 stone, someone snagged that real quick. Yeah, that's why I recommend just doing the Athenium thing for it, where you just go outside the Dragonspire library and then just realm hop, and then grab whatever's out there. I guess it's 217. Yeah. You should be able to get 50 stone from there pretty quick.
With Hamar defeated, you are quickly able to find Styr's long axe and his shield.
Yeah, just like put on a show or something in the background, a YouTube video, some music or something, and just casually behind the Dragonspire library, just grab 50 stone over like the course of like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, before nothing is there. Yeah, sometimes other people will be there. It depends on what time you're there. You just have to keep realm hopping until it just respawns.
You have done what I could not. Styr Longaxe's spirit will speak well of you when it reaches the Hall of the Mighty.
Unfortunately, the biggest thing that you actually need isn't reagents for crafting, it's patience. If you have enough patience, you can get any amount of reagents.
And I will give you the honor of sending Styr Longaxe off to the Hall of the Mighty.
Yeah, to grind for diamonds in the Cave of Solitude. I just did it in the Athenium, which probably took longer, but yeah, that's pain.
If you can blow the horn,
I feel
it
that.
will launch his funeral boat and send him along.
You blow the horn. It sounds a long and mournful call into the cold air.
Stand aside now and watch a burial done in the old way. You will not see this again.
We will not see it again because King's Isle did not want to have to animate this twice. Cave has a lot of ore, which is why you go there when you need diamonds or ore in general. Yeah, that's true. I just liked the idea of being able to grab both it and the stone at the same time. Either one works, but yeah, definitely you want the more efficient one. Let's see. Yeah, so we need the Trog from here. Where is he? Where is the Trog from here? It is... Oh, it's on the ice to the left when you first enter here. Okay. We'll actually continue a bit with the main quest and then just walk back for it, I think. You can go to it real quick. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'll just do the main quest for a little bit. Because we only have like a few quests left here. Croc is overpowered for stone. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is that Croc is also just way too big, in my opinion. It's part of the reason why I don't like doing like the Cave of Solitude one. I'm really just too impatient to walk that much. But if you have the patience for it, then yeah, I'd say go for it. Because Crocotopia has way more potential spawning points.
Hold it right there, little one.
That's what I was saying. Like, depending on the amount of patience you have, depends on what strategy you're gonna end up using.
No one gets in to see Nordri without first defeating me in the most noble of contests, a riddle game.
I wonder what Mr. Lincoln has to say.
I will ask you 2 riddles, and if you give me the answers, you may pass and speak to Nordri. But I do not want just an answer. You must find the item I speak of. The first riddle is this. I go round in circles, but always straight ahead. Never complain, no matter where I'm led. What am I?
No idea.
You're sure the answer is a wheel, but where have you seen one of those?
Nice, okay, so we're heading straight back to the beginning. What do you have to say, Mr. Lincoln? What's up?
I hate to bother you, but there's been a terrible oversight. Someone's not doing their paperwork, I'm afraid. You should be contacted shortly by your school professor about a new pet. But there is a catch. When you're able to explore all of Wintertusk, you should be hearing from your professor. Be careful when you're in Wintertusk. I hear it's quite cold, so be sure to dress warmly.
Wow, okay, so the paperwork was so out of date, he ended up telling us about it after we already got the pet. Nice. But yeah, I found the cave was more efficient for realm hopping because the minute you need to wait is over by then. Yeah, that is a big whoop. Waiting the whole minute is tedious if you're doing it like in the Athenium, but that's something that can be fixed a little bit by the music or whatever you put on. Where's this truck? Hold on a second. It is. Oh, it's in his actual lair itself. Okay, yeah, so it is at the very end. Nice. In that case, we should grab the ice sample over here. And also grab the wagon wheel. Wait a minute, does this guy sell something? Oh yeah, he sells seeds. I did not know that. Indeed.
A wheel is clearly the answer he's looking for. You can go back to Stingar now.
Yeah, I think it really just depends on the kind of experience you want to have when you're doing it. Like, if you want to just stand around for 30 minutes and grab them in like 5 seconds.
Gather a piece of ice for Ulvang's survey.
Yeah, the last trog's in the final dungeon, but the one in this location is right inside of his actual hall. So, like, in his lair. Oops. Alright, so once we get through this gate, it should be like right on the left.
You found a wheel on the merchant's wagon? Well done! A wheel is correct. Now, for the second of my riddles. Weight in my belly, a tree on my back. Nails in my ribs, feet do I lack.
That sounds like a ship. Where would you find a ship?
Good question. First things first, though, we'll talk to this guy about ice and sampling it. See if he has anything else he actually wants to tell us to do in the meantime. Whoops, did not mean to do that. We'll just... Thank you, game. Okay. How do we... Let's just... Okay, there we go. Perfect.
These pieces of ice will help me immensely in my work. You have my thanks.
Nice. You just got 3 and 5 seconds in Croc? Yeah. Biggest issue for me, like I said, is just walking that amount of distance. But yeah. In your case, I think it would do you best to just get the stone you need from Crocotopia in that case. Because, yeah. 50 stone isn't actually all that much. You tend to get a lot of drops of it. Like, usually 2 or 3. In that case, you'd need, like, around 25 bits of stone, which would be, like, 2 or 3 realm hops in Crocotopia. Depending on how much you're willing to walk. So, it would be faster in the long run, I think. Than just, like, attempting to buy it in the bazaar. The biggest issue is going to be whenever you actually need to, like, transmute. Because then you have to do...
It's pretty clear that he's talking about this ship.
Stone blocks to sandstone and then sandstone into sunstone. And that gets really expensive. And this takes absolutely forever. Alright, Stengar, can we enter into the actual lair?
A ship, a fair answer, and well spoken. You have bested me in the riddle game, and may now proceed.
Thank you very much.
Beyond these doors. Enter and show him some respect.
Sunstone is annoying to make, yeah, and very expensive. It takes forever to get enough stone for it. It's 15, then 15 for one single sunstone, and because for some reason they decided to make sunstone require like 50 of it for spells, or like 10 pieces of it for random pieces of gear. I think one of these pieces of gear actually needs like 8 pieces of sunstone. Just randomly, for no reason.
Greetings, wizard.
I suspect you know how this will go down.
Yeah, some of the item prices in terms of this stuff gets pretty insane, especially if you try to buy some stone all at once. That's like 300,000 gold for like 50, which is like one recipe's worth. It is quite expensive.
The cause for your visit is clear to me.
Yeah.
You want my golden seal to bind my father into the sleep of ages. Though the icy blood in my veins urges me to send you back to Grandmother Raven in defeat, I will not attack you. I offer you a trade, a fair one. Go to the cavern beneath Grandmother Raven's tree. In that cave is the cold drake, Nithog, a loathsome worm that gnaws the roots of the great tree above. If you can bring me one of Nithog's teeth, I will gladly trade my golden seal for it.
Surprised just asking for a tooth. Could have asked for all of them, or just strip the head of the thing. We could have done it. We could have totally done that. I'm pretty sure the wizard would actually be into it too. The wizard does like taking things' heads off. For some reason. Let's see, anything else? Nope. Okay, cool. So it's just the main quest then. And with that, we're basically going to be done with Wintertusk very soon. We think about Wizard101 has a lot of death throughout the game. Yeah, and specifically a lot of death by our hands. Like, yeah, we straight up took off Crockett Hammond's head. Or not Crockett, Crocotep's head. Yeah, Crocotep, that's his name. And we straight up cut his head off. Now, we murdered him in cold blood. We took his head off, and then we put it on our mantle.
There is no easy
we do the same
way
here.
to get a tooth from this monster. Perhaps the Norms can offer some advice.
Yeah, I think I even mentioned it earlier. About yeah, he, like, you just straight up hear about, like, some dude just casually dying in a quest earlier during this. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, he died. He also killed Malistaire 3 times, that is true. Well, actually, we killed him the first time. Like, we straight up walked in there, and we just killed him. Like, no questions asked, we killed him. Like, there's no debate for that. He was alive when we got in there, he's a ghost afterwards, we killed him. After that point, he's a zombie, though. And we don't kill him, technically. He kind of just falls into space, sort of. But he's immortal, so he's not, like, dead. So he just flies through space for a long time. And then he challenges us to a duel where he's, like, dead, but also it's like a duel where it's like only one person can leave alive. So in order for anyone to leave the Kandavasi, he has to be able to die, which is why he dies at the end of that. So technically we only kill him the one time. The second time he doesn't die at all. And then the third time he only dies because he has to for the rules of the Kandavasi to work. So yeah, we only killed him once. But let's be real, we totally would have killed him those other 2 times if we had the opportunity.
You have come seeking a way to wrest a tooth from Nithog, the worm that gnaws at the roots of the world.
That is 100% in character for us.
No force of battle or craft of spell will win you that prize. You must make it bite off more than it can chew.
Gather some wild hemlock from Australand and some ice bark from a winter branch in Vesterland. Take those things to Regan Wildleaf, who will brew you a potion that will give Nithog something to chew on.
But yeah. That's actually, put murder play characters and murder hobo, this is true. Not necessarily. They're not a murder hobo. They just like, I mean, are they a murder? Well, yeah, they don't have a, I mean, no, we have a house. They're not a murder hobo. We have a house. We have a house right here. In fact, we have 2 houses. So we are not a hobo. Wizard101 was saying this game is for kids when the game is about teens killing things. Yeah, basically. Wait, are we a murder hobo? That is a good question. Because we don't kill everything we get the chance to. We kill selectively. Which is weird when I think about it. Like, we kill Crocotep, we kill Malistaire. Right, but then there are some people who we don't kill. In fact, we don't kill the vast majority of people. Even though we totally could. We kill most things. I would say, objectively, that's not true. Because if you think about it, every enemy we've been fighting so far has survived until the end. The only person who I think we've killed since we got into Wintertusk was like Frostbranch. Bobface, you can say kill him. Yeah, I guess. Not Bobslow. That's a complicated question as to whether or not the player character kills things, but let's just say that 100% for certain we have killed and we will do it again. We don't even have to, we just enjoy doing it. But bosses alone, we don't kill much. Yeah. I wonder though. Yeah, but I was actually gonna say that. I don't want to spoil it in advance. But the thing where we send Malistaire flying through space, that I mentioned, is one of my personal favorite bits of lore. Because the implication of it is actually really neat. That, because of the way that it happens, the implication is that the spell arena that we summon out can actually be damaged, assuming that you use the spells enough. So, the implication is that we were actually fighting Malistaire for potentially a really long time, which is what caused us to break in the first place. Either that or the sheer power we were putting out caused us to be physically destroyed, which we never see again. And it's never even implied that it could happen again. So yeah, I found that piece of lore really, really interesting. I'm gonna talk about it more when it actually happens, but that's my personal favorite thing that happens. But back to the killing thing. How many people do we actually kill in Wizard101? I feel like that's something you could actually make an objective list out of. Because named mobs and stuff, right? Mobs, like, they're uncountable, right? You could either kill, like, the bare minimum, depending on, like, the drop rates of what you do for, like, defeat and collect quests. So it'd have to be, like, named bosses. That's what we would need to figure out. Who do we specifically, with, like, a name, do we kill? Crocotep, Malistaire, not Meowiarty, weirdly enough. Do we kill... I think we kill the Jade Oni? 3? No, we definitely kill more than that. We kill, like, side quest characters, too, I think. Occasionally. It's rare, but it happens. I think. I don't know. Somebody probably keep track of that. Somebody probably does. You know what? That's actually a good question. Has somebody kept track of that? I'm Googling it right now. See if somebody's actually kept track of it. Nice, we got a crit too. Okay, hold on. Now that I'm out of mob battle range, need 5 black pearls. Gotten dark, they have 5 more black pearls, you can tell. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so definitely Malistaire and definitely Crocotep. Yeah, doesn't seem like anybody's actually kept track. Unfortunate. That's a good question. Is Morganth dead? We still do not know for certain. The answer is almost certainly no. But yeah, it seems like just Malister and Crocodile, based on what I can find. Probably not. Let me see. Do I have any? I'll save this question for later and figure it out myself later. Let me see. Do I have any? I have 3. Only 3 though. I can try to sell them when I get a little bit further in these quests. If you still don't need them by that time. I mean, if you still need them by the... I just want to get far enough to where I can actually teleport back to Nordtree. Which should happen any minute. Because we just have to finish this quest to get the Needhawk Tooth, and then it should be able to be done. This is the first door. That's this one. First little hut. Right to the right of us.
A potion to give old Nithog a toothache. I'll need some wild hemlock and some ice bark from a winter branch. What's that? You already have them. I would ask how you knew, but it's obvious that the Norn sent you.
Are you gonna do Tower of Hell reach level 60? No.
Let me mix that up for you.
Regan blends the ingredients into a salad.
I haven't even done that on a max level character yet. The first fight is just too annoying.
Just smear this on the roots that the worm chews and wait. Do not get any of the salve on yourself.
That's concerning. Why shouldn't we get the salve on ourselves? It's just supposed to give it a toothache. Will like it eat our hand or something? Yeah, I have not even done Tower of a Elephant on a max level character. I'm not touching that for a long time. I'll consider it like as like one of those, yeah, I might go back later. I mentioned that before, like, oh yeah, I might go back later if I feel like doing it. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things like at max level. I'm like, okay, now I'll consider it. Because I will solo everything. But I feel like that's a good question. Can we beat Tower of the Elephant with shadow spells, even at level 150? Right? Because it is a very hard dungeon. Same thing with we actually can access it now, which is the
You smear a little of the salve on the root and wait for Nithog
what is it called?
to chew on it.
It's the Colossus Boulevard Tower.
In a few moments, the great worm gnaws the root and groans. Something white clatters to the floor. It's a tooth you collected from the ground.
You know, I never really considered that, but yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, we definitely want to get it on our skin because we just put it on the root and its tooth immediately fell out. Like, did it like get into its gums and then like melt the root of the tooth or something? That is a disturbing concept. It's annoyingly hard. Yeah. Yeah, so Briskbury's Tower, that's its name. I remember when both of those things used to be the most difficult thing in the game. And funnily enough, they still kind of are relative to the level you get them. Okay, so yeah, it's Nordtree. So let me head back over to... I will see if I have any more in my shared bank really quick. I might. So I'll put when I am ready for that. Where is it? Here it is. It's certainly a bit of a walk from the entrance. No. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's see. I will sell these at the count of 3. So 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Hopefully you get them. Actually, what are they selling right now? It's a pretty average amount. 3 pages. Oh neat, flying squid ink. That's rare. I'll buy that. You didn't get it. Sounds about right. Yep. That's bizarre sniping. Well, I wish you the best of luck in Black Lotus farming in that case.
That was fast. I should have bargained for more, I suspect.
This actually has gone by relatively quickly. In under 2 hours, we've basically finished the majority of the rest of Wintertusk.
I stand by my word. Here is your golden seal. Take it and trouble me no further. Be warned, this is not the last time our paths will cross.
Where do you farm? To my understanding, the best place to farm is either in various places in Mushu or in, what is it called? I need to make it back to Fjord for me to see the map. I think it's Vesterland is the farming one. The one with the Burton Ernie reference. Urton Bernie. Yeah, that's this one. Yeah, so it's, I think it's Sudgerland. You go there, and there's a lot of spots for Black Lotuses, and then you just realm hop for it. That is a place where you can also get ore and stuff. I think I mentioned this earlier. Like in the first stream, at some point. But yeah, using that and then using the transmute Black Lotus into Black Pearls recipe would probably be your best option. In terms of getting them.
The 4 golden seals are in your hands, and you are ready to enter the door at the base of this very tree. The caverns below are called Nastrond, the bones of the earth, a colder and more desolate place there never was.
Back in a bet your roommate wants to watch a movie? Sounds like a good time.
Take the golden seals into Nastrond and place them before the Ice Titan, keeping him in endless slumber. The gate to Nastrond now beckons, and all our hopes go with you.
Thank you, Grandmother Raven. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your movie, Forgotten Dark. In the meantime, this is actually a good time for me as well. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then I'll be right back before we do the final dungeon here. Alright, I'm back to finish the rest of Wintertusk. It'd be nice to finally be done with this, because after this will be Celestia, and then it'll just be a straight shot to the end of Chrysalis Part 2. No more side worlds, no more nothing. That is exciting. Alright, what do we gotta do here?
You're a sight for sore eyes. Vanir Stormroar sent my warband into these caverns to capture the Coven after they attacked Rundle Fjord. We were quickly ambushed and split up. My warriors are scattered throughout all of Nastrond. There is a final barrier protecting the Hall of Jotengard, where the the Ice Titan sleeps. To breach the walls of Jotengard, you will need a set of rune carving tools. I have lost mine down here. I also had the images of 4 runes needed to open the gate. Those runes were with my rune carving tools.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about this place is that the final dungeon is super long. There are apparently... So this is actually the 44th quest out of 51, because the remaining 7 are inside this single dungeon. So we have the defeat and collect quest, a boss, 2 bosses, mobs, a quadruple boss, and then the quadruple cheating boss. It is long, yes, it is extraordinarily long. In the meantime, I'll actually see what cheats they have. There's 4 bosses. Yeah. Well, there's 2 4-boss battles, apparently. One with normal bosses and one against the cheating bosses. And the cheating bosses use 65% tower shield at the start of the duel, which is replaced each round. Later in the duel, you start casting a 90% tower shield. Spells such as Pierce... Okay, tag you're it. At the start of the fight, the bosses cast a stun shield on a random brother. Wizards focus only on casting spells at the boss with the stun shield. Wrong brother, I'm it. Casting spells at any of the other 3 bosses while the stun shield will trigger an interrupt attack. Okay. Multi-target. Okay, so multi-target spells don't cast it. Every 3rd round, Norge will remove all wards from the other brother with the stun block. And Norge is an enhanced version of Meteor Strike. If all the brothers have been defeated, Norge will sometimes cheat cast the enhanced Meteor Strike. Okay, pretty simple concept. Should not be too difficult. Ooh, and they dropped the Ninja Pig's costume.
The Winter Skulls took
everything. I love that one.
If you can recover them, they're yours to keep. Beware.
I do not have the shoes for it. So let's see if we can get the full fit. Let's see. Okay, that looked awkward. We just jumped off the ledge. Wait, do these guys have more health than the ones outside? That is pretty cool, actually. I'm pretty sure like the normal ones outside only have like 1200. So these guys have like almost 500 more health. I think. I might be misremembering. I don't know. I am prone to do that. I have a tendency to do that. I'm not good with English either. .6k is what they have outside? Okay. I thought they only had like 1200. Because I think I remember seeing that whenever I was trying to hit through one of the shields, but yeah, I think I'm just misremembering. In that case. The HP in Wintertusk is weird. Some enemies have like close to 2000. Others have like 960. There's like Grizzleheim levels of health. Okay, pip fail. Alright, perfect. No tower shields or anything either. So they should kill easily. Nice. 5,000 damage.
You find the rune carving tools, but only one of the runes you need is here.
That is strange. Well, let's talk to this guy. See what the solution here is.
That's bad news losing the other 3 runes. I'm sure the Coven has them, so we must win them back. It seems you won't need those rune carving tools for a while, but do not lose them. The icy wall over yonder was not there when we first entered the caverns of Nostrand. It is likely that you'll find another of the runes on the other side, in the hands of one of the worst of the Coven. I speak of a skeletal warrior named Kulgrim Soulsunder. Kulgrim took captive my ally, Truda Stoutheart. He is likely lurking behind that icy wall. If only I had my mighty hammer, I'd break that wall down and pursue. Can you find my hammer and do what I lack the strength to? Shatter yonder wall, defeat Kulgrim, and rescue Truda.
That line read was a little bit awkward. Nope. Dang it. Okay, so we actually have to fight these guys. We can't do the quit and return trick, because otherwise we'll quit out of the whole dungeon. Well, whatever, it's just a few winter bones. Shouldn't take us too long. You know, personally, I do like this dungeon, at least conceptually. It looks nice, the bosses are cool. Some of the gimmicks are pretty neat too. But overall, it's just really long and kind of tedious. Which is really only the issue with it. But the only real issue with it. I do like the idea of heading down into like a world tree and questing in it. Uh-oh. Apparently Moon is resistant to balance, or at least one of the triple minions are. So one of them has an 80% resist to balance. Sudri does. So we're gonna have to figure out something to do there. He has a weakness to spirit schools though. So hopefully... We don't have Chimera. We don't have the... Yeah, we don't have the Chimera. We don't have the AoE version of it either. We don't have Celestial Intervention or Spectral, or Elemental, or yeah, Spectral, not Spectral. What is it? Spirit Blast? It's Spirit Blast. Yeah, we don't have any of those. So how we're gonna do damage to him is the big question. Because if he resists 80% of our damage, then we need maximum meta Pierce too. Oh, you know what, actually? We might be able to use Pierce Blades as well as the... Yeah, okay. That might actually work. Because if the boss also uses a minus 65% tower shield, then we should be able to hit through most of that with Pierce, and we should also be able to hit through most of his resist. Which means we should be able to one-shot all of them, if we get enough Pierce up. Because we bought these earlier for another boss.
This has got to be Dulin's hammer. It looks very heavy.
Yes, we did pick these up for an earlier boss. So we have the Infallible, and then we also have these. So with that, we'll have like 20 resist on each of them, which means we should still be able to hit through all of their resist. Now we have to break the icy wall with the hammer. Okay.
You use Dulin's hammer to strike the icy wall, breaking it into tiny pieces.
The Coven has promised me a world of ice. Should I keep this rune from you, you cannot prevail.
It is kind of neat that the Coven actually started bringing in non-Raven people into it. Nice to see them branching out, taking in other people. Instead of just a bunch of other Ravens. They really were kind of a bit too similar and gimmicky with that. Especially since they always like spoken rhymes and stuff. Now they have some more normal people on their side. Let's see. 6,000 HP. This is not going to be super easy, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for the Power Nova and then try to do a Judgment hit, I guess, is our only option here. Okay, we pip failed, so we will go for the Hex on him, I guess. This guy might go for Frost Giant. Yep, okay. Never mind, we're stunned. Alright. Okay, finally. We can actually hit. So, we will drop one of the Power Novas. So we can enchant it. Oh, great. Now he has a shield up. If we don't crit against him, I'm not sure we'll be able to do enough damage. With just one Judgment, specifically. Crit. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we didn't crit against him. Against him. Yeah. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna have to fight. As long as he doesn't tower shield himself, we should have this in the bag. The hardest part is we're relying so heavily on crits at this point, despite the fact that we only have a 50% chance to do it. Pee pee poo poo. What? What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means, but why? That's out of context. What are you getting at, TS1 Cat? What's going through your mind? Because you can? Don't do too much of it. Pee pee poop poop. If it's not done in the form of a stupid, like, poop joke, is out of context. Out of context stuff isn't really that funny. Now, if you can come up with a good poop joke, then I'd be into it. Although I think you weren't here for the joke section of the stream. Alright, perfect. We got him.
You find the second of the runes on the ground after defeating Coolgrim.
What do you have to say, Trudeau?
It's good to see you. I've been waiting without hope of rescue. Did Doolin send you? I was parted from the others of my warband.
3 different alerts at once.
Taken across the icy chasm. The icy roof is loose. If a horn is sounded, it might cause the ice to break and a bridge to form. Huck Horncaller bore with him a horn, dropped in the fray. If you can find it and sound it, it may open a way. Beware
And back to
Cedric
rhymes.
Duskwing on the other side. A coven sorcerer ranked among their most powerful. If you meet any others of my group, Hawk, Ulfang, Njal, Thorfinn, or Agneta, tell them to show courage.
Alright, so we finally hit level 60. That's exciting.
Can you come to Four Falls Mill in Triton Avenue? It's an emergency, and you're just the wizard to help me.
Right, that's Waterworks.
I have need of a student of your exceptional abilities. Can you visit me in my office at Pigswick Academy?
that is Tower of the Elephant.
Young wizard, ominous
And this is
and your
House of
help
Scales.
is essential in quieting them. Come see me in my classroom as soon as possible.
We'll tackle those next stream.
This is clearly Hawk's Horn. It feels magical, charged with power.
Perfect. Alright, so where is the little Trog, and where is the runestone in here? Let me look those up really quick. Okay, so it's in the final room next to the Ice Titan. I'm guessing that's the same for the runestone too. So might as well just keep going. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out over there. Nobody's guarding the actual path straight to the boss.
You blow the horn, and it causes the ice to shake and begin to fall.
You need 75 black flowers for 5 black pearls. Yep, that is the expensive part.
How did you get down here? No matter. You'll meet the same ruin as the rest of the Thane's foolish warband. I will leave you to the mercies of my icy ally here.
Yeah, the only real advantage of doing that is the fact that it's way easier to get black lotuses than it is to try to get them from any other source. Like, if you're doing it through the bazaar, people oftentimes like dump huge amounts of black lotuses, if not necessarily black pearl. So, it's a lot easier to just craft them from the transmute. Although, yeah, it is super expensive. Alright. We keep pip failing in here. That is not good. We need to be able to hit harder and faster than we are. Alright. So far you have 12 Black Lotus. Yeah, it shouldn't take you too long to get the others, though. Because as you're collecting more Black Lotuses, you'll also get Black Pearls pretty often, I'd say. So, thankfully it shouldn't take you too long to get such a tiny amount of Black Pearls. Although it will be tedious. Yeah, because the sheer amount of lotuses you actually need, you're very likely to just get the pearls from that instead. Yeah, for some reason I'm continuously pip failing. I'm not sure why. And it seems to annoy every time. But since they don't have any shields up, they should kill. So. Crit. Nope, just barely. No, it did crit. I just didn't kill him. Okay. They're on the feint. Nice work. Queen Romeo. Alright, so let's see. 70% plus 89% is 150%. There's 1300 health left, so we need 6 pips. No, we need like 5. So yeah, we should be able to kill next turn, especially with an enchanted hit. Yeah, it should kill. Easy. Alright.
Theli
Nice.
drops the third missing rune.
Man, we're gonna have so much gold whenever we're done here. Because each of these are going to be worth like 3,000, if not more.
I heard my horn calling. It sounded like you brought the roof down. I heard my horn call. I am a defenseless cub here in these caverns, without arms or armor. Can you rescue my sword and shield from the frost trolls who took them?
Indeed I can. So I believe after this, it'll be another boss fight, and then it'll be straight on to the 4 bosses at once, and then after that, it'll be the final fight. Keeping track of every single one. Wintertusk has been fun, but frankly, I'm excited to move on from it. Make some real progress in the actual story again. And another pip fail. I think this is the most pip fails I've actually gotten since I started this. Like Wintertusk, that is. Because I should have like above an 80% chance at this point. I don't think I started having this issue until like this dungeon. Which is unusual, but I guess we can deal with it. Alright, let's crit through the shield so we can end this now. Alright, that's 1. Come on. Yes, perfect. Alright, so... yeah, 1 more normal boss, and then the 4 bosses.
So armed, I am ready to face what foes come my way. You cannot cut or destroy those roots. They are connected to the tree above and run throughout Nastrond. If they are damaged, this cavern will collapse, killing us all. You must find a way to charm them. Thorfinn Tree Tamer had a magic flute that would charm plants and trees. If you can find it, it may be of use. Thorfinn was with us when we were attacked by the Coven. I'm sure he dropped his flute somewhere near. Once you get the flute, you can play it to charm those branches aside. Then you may strike deeper into Nastrond. On the other side of those roots is the final chamber outside Jotengard, where the 4 rooms must be carved. You may meet others of my warband. Be wary. They have likely fallen under the spell of our enemy, the Coven.
Okay, so wait a minute. This is the final battle? Okay, nice. Well, the final battle before the 4 giants.
Now to use the flute and see if you can get past the root wall. You play the flute and the root wall parts.
You may have gotten this far, but here is where you stop. My magic has ensnared Doolin's warband to my will.
Okay, yeah, so here it is. Let's see, we got a fire, a storm, a life, and a balance. We've got to kill the balance for sure, so let's... use...
4 are Ymir's sons. Bound they are to fight for him. Trust not the sons of ice.
Alright, so yeah, let's use the Hydra to take on the bounce boss, and then we'll use Power Nova on the rest, and that should kill them. We're gonna go first? We are not. Okay, this is unfortunate. Traps are gonna be pretty much useless here. Good news is though, we got Hydra on our first hand, so we'll be able to kill him as soon as we actually can hit. Hopefully, we need to actually draw into our blades first. Alright, so first turn we already took quite a bit of damage. That is unfortunate. But we can just work through this. Okay, cool. Got both of our blades. It's rare if you use a weakness. Okay, cool. I might actually have to flee from here and see if I can get a first turn advantage against the cheating bosses, though. Because I'm not sure how we'll actually... Okay, never mind. That put us in a really bad situation. Man, I hate Wild Bolt. Yeah, I also don't think we can kill. You so far have 2 black pearls because 2 of your Wiz has 1 each. Yeah, it's a slow process, unfortunately. But if you keep at it, you'll end up in a pretty good situation overall. After all, you need the crafting ranks for your level 130 gear. If you decide to use it, that is. Some people I think might end up skipping over Dragoon at this point, though. Oh, never mind, we lost. Okay. Not a big deal, though, because we'll just go straight back in and hopefully this time we get first turn advantage. We do need to get rid of these traps so our hand is a little bit more consistent at the start. And I think we'll also throw in, for the first time yet, Availing Hands. We'll throw in a few of those. See if healing can actually make a difference here. Dragoon had his OP and boots, but robe is a no-go. Yeah. So, from what I've heard actually, Dragoon set in general, because of the new level 150 gear, is not as good anymore. So you don't even bother going for the 3 set bonus, you just go for the 2 set bonus at this point. Because the gear you get at level 150 is just that much stronger. So depending on what they add in the future though, Dragoon might be outdated soon. Oh cool, we did get first turn advantage. Perfect. So we can actually use this. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is going to be having to do with the amount of pips they have. Because you're getting to that point where they start out with way more pips than we could ever hope to match. And he did that, but he got his Wild Bolt immediately and hit for close to 1000 damage on us. Because he seems to have better odds of hitting that 1000 damage against us than he would against the... than he would be hitting like the 10 or 100. Alright. So we're just gonna go straight for the kill. And then we'll try Availing. Well, the kill against the bounce guy. Okay, we're actually taking quite the beating here. Okay, he hit us with a natural attack for all his pips and he crit. And we didn't crit block. We're dead. Probably. Oh, never mind. He didn't do that much. Okay, so that must have only done like 50 or 60 per pip in that case. Alright, so we'll go for the final blade. Although we could very well end up dying this turn if they all decide to hit me with 4 pips. Okay, so none of them did. Alright, Learning and Hydro time. Yeah, so if none of them actually manage to kill me here, I can go for an Availing, although probably won't do much of anything, because I need one more tick of the heal for it to do much. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't kill any of them. That's not cool. Wait, what? Okay, wait, no, kill the storm guy. That's good. But it didn't kill the balance guy, and that was my intention. Yeah, okay, they're gonna kill me for sure this time. They're all gonna hit me. She's gonna hit me, she's probably gonna crit. And this will probably kill. Okay, never mind. Hold on. It might not be completely over. Okay, so if none of them kill me here, and I get a crit heal, I could potentially win this. Because the heal should be massive. Okay. So yeah, now, she just needs to not kill me with a hit. Okay, she didn't crit. Perfect. Alright, let's see. What can we do here? Alright, so I don't know how we're going to deal with Bounce Guy, because he's going to hit really hard. And we also pip failed. Yeah, we're going to do Availing like ASAP if we want to keep surviving. So I really need to stop pip failing. Yeah, I do not know what we're going to do against this guy specifically. Yeah, I think I might just need to go for like both Power Novas at this point. Or just hope that I crit and kill the other two. At which point I'll have to like go for the Judgment kill on the bounce guy. That requires a lot of stalling. So let's see. Alright, so with everything he had, he didn't hit for that much, all things considered. Okay, so we're back to being basically dead. Let's see. Yeah, we need to Availing immediately. Again. Pass. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait this one out, I guess. We could still potentially win. We just need to wait forever. Yeah, so ideally next turn we kill them. These two. And then killing the balance guy will just be a matter of actually being able to hit through the resist. Okay, he got the strongest Spectral Blast. You see, the thing is, they're getting maximum RNG. Oh, when I'm out of treasure cards too, that would be another big contributing factor. Yeah, okay, RNG-wise, this is going like the absolute worst way it could possibly go for me. Yeah, like I'm missing, I'm pip failing constantly. These guys are just getting the absolute max amount of damage off they can. Alright, so we crit. So we definitely killed one of them. Alright, there's one. Alright, there's the other one. How much of this? 317. Nice. So, okay. Yeah, if I pip fail at all throughout this, yeah, we have no chance of beating this guy. Because I don't think our judgments can do enough damage to this guy. Wintertusk gear that is something else than Celestial? What? I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to get out there. Fire. Wintertusk gear, is that something else than the Celestial? Yeah, I don't know what you're asking. Let's see. For the Wintertusk gear, is that something else than the Celestial? For crafting. Yeah, but I still don't know what you're asking. Yeah, sorry. Do you mean do you need the Celestia crafting badge in order to craft it? Because the answer is yes. Yeah, okay. Then yes. Okay. Well. We can win against that guy if we had Spectral Blasts. So, forget the Judgments. We'll need to bring these along. And also more Balance Blades, I guess, but that'll clog up our deck too much. And reshuffle costs too many pips, though. Now we'll throw in 2 more. Let's see if this works. Yeah, this is a boring way to go through it. But unfortunately, this is the way King's Out decided to balance it out. Was to just throw 4 bosses in a row at you. Twice, actually, because after this one is another one. But this time it gets cheating bosses. So I believe that they might respawn, although I believe they might also not. Sometimes they don't. Yeah, so it's just this guy. In which case, we can easily beat him with feints and hexes. Yeah, so discard those to make it a little bit more consistent for us. Ooh, but I did forget to put the enchants in. That's not good. Even without an enchant, we should still kill. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got all the blades we need. So once we get Faint out, then we'll be able to kill. Need 1 more Black Pearl to be done with Dragonspire? Okay. Yeah, I forget what Dragonspire actually needs, but it's a very long process. So you're almost done. Let's see. 25. Oh, instead of using the enchant, we could also use the Hydra. It's guaranteed to hit harder, I think. Yeah, I think point for point, Hydra does outdamage it. Yeah, okay, so we'll just use Hydra. Okay, so now we need this. We'll discard Power Nova and use this. Okay, perfect. I think it's the same thing with the 4 giants as well. So we should be able to just kill as many of them as we possibly can, and then we should be able to kill them. Or come back and clean up the rest. Okay, so we didn't draw on the Feint, but should we go for the kill? Eh, why not? With the crit, This should do almost enough. Oh, okay, wow, not even half. So just under half, actually. So we'll throw up a bounce blade and then the feint, and then we'll just spectral blast. And if that doesn't kill, the other one probably should. Okay, judgment, that's a big deal. I didn't crit. So we're good. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Will this kill? Well, if it hits fire, it's possible. Nope, it hit ice. Yeah, if it hit fire, it might have killed because there would have been no shield up. Uh-oh. Am I not gonna kill again? Come on, hit fire. And then crit. As hit fire or ice and crit. Okay, never mind, it hit storm. Ah. And I'm out. All it had to do was a 66% chance. Okay. Well, we have nothing, so we have to flee. Okay, so I guess we have to pack a reshuffle. Otherwise, we have no options. Or maybe I could go for a shatter against him? No, we also need to remember to pack monstrous this time. Let's see. What should I do here? Because objectively, I shouldn't be having any trouble against this guy. Like, that was like a 1% chance of me not killing him there. In terms of how everything went wrong. So let's see. The same strategy should work. But first I need to see whether or not the other three will respawn. Since I lost again. Otherwise, we may need to rework the strategy again. Let's see. Okay, it's just him. So again, there's no way we should lose this, but just in case. Toss out all of those, and we'll use an infal. So this way, even if he puts up his shields, any shields, we'll just hit them straight through them. So it won't fizzle, we won't have any issues. We'll just get everything off first turn, hopefully. Let's do this. Please. Oh, my pet's stuck at the ground again. Poor Queen Romeo. I'm not entirely sure why that happens either. It just happens all the time though. Okay. Real this time though, there's absolutely no way we should lose this again. There is no way it can possibly happen. I refuse to believe it. Okay, he put up his shields. So we're gonna pop the infel for sure, then. Okay, cool, but we did get the feint this time. He's really packing them on there. Can't discard that. Draw this. Monstrous that. Discard this. Okay, we got monsters again. Throw that out. Okay, discard these. Yep, there we go. We won't enchant that. We'll just throw out the infel. At this time, there's absolutely no way that this shouldn't one-shot him. King's Owl says balance doesn't need a prison. Alright, we got the crit. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Fine.
Upon
got the hit off.
Atre's spell breaks, and Doolin's company are freed from their ensorcelment.
Oh, cool. We got the Sapphire Ring of Battle. Nice. Oh, we got the Amethyst Ring and the Sapphire Ring, it looks like. Cool, we'll throw those in the bank for other characters.
You freed us. We did not want to fight you, but we had no choice. If you want to stop the Coven from rousing the Ice Titan, you must carve the Ice Titan's name onto the runes. One rune must be carved on each of the 4 stones in order to spell out the Ice Titan's name. Only when the rune stones are carved with the Ice Titan's true name will the gate open to you. Once the gate is open, you must enter Jotengard and defeat the Coven before they cause the Ice Titan to rise. If you have a means of keeping the Ice Titan in his eternal slumber, now is the time to use it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so carve the Y rune. Okay, so this is kind of weird. We're throwing them way out of order. Oh, that looks kind of awkward. The stone just opened up like a mouth.
You have fought well, you meddling wizard. And it is clear that Grandmother Raven has a claw in this. Still, you cannot stop the coming of the Everwinter. The Ice Titan Ymir will wake and bring an age of eternal cold. With the power of the Coven at my command, I call upon the sons of Ymir, the Ice Titan, to stop you!
Okay, so a very similar strategy to what we literally just did. But instead, we will put the judgments back in. Throw that away. We will not need the feints or traps, I don't think, in this one either. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to throw in some monstresses, we're going to throw in some infals, and then some dragon spears. So with that, what we should be able to do is we should be able to blade up. We should then be able to infal plus dragon spear, which should give us enough pierce to be able to kill most of them. And then with the same combo, we'll be able to judgment hit through the final guy, hopefully. In which case I might actually bring out the feint and the hex, but we'll use them afterwards. Okay, let's see. Biggest issue is going to be the fact that this guy has a tower shield, or one of them does, and the moon guy has bounce resist. Okay, so it's Nordry who has the tower shield, and then this guy with 80% bounce resist for some reason, because moon resists bounce, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that tracks. I don't think like that normally is how it works, but that is how it's working now. Unfortunate. Let's see. Alright, let's see. What should we do here? So, basic blades, because we just got stunned for a turn, of course. Okay, he's popping out those shields like crazy. Oh, great. Weakness. That's not good. And a crit on top of it. Yeah, this first attempt seems like it's going to be a dud. Yeah, if we don't go first, we're pretty much guaranteed to lose, I think. Yeah, this is the first blade we've gotten off. And these guys are full up on shields and traps. And pips. Yeah, we're flew. That weakness will be a killer. You can already foresee that that weakness will kill us in the long run. So it's best to just leave and come back. Alright, is there any way we can prevent that? Do we have any cleanse charms? We do not. Okay. So we'll just have to deal with it. If it happens once, it's fine, but if it happens multiple times with us unable to put up any blades, we'll just take too much damage too quickly. Welcome back, Wompcat. Let's try this again. Alright, can we go first? Please. So let me go first. Alright, perfect. Then this actually works out well for us. Yeah, okay, balance blade. You just moved to your bed? Alright. Yeah, get nice and comfy. You're gonna be here for a while. I think. Hopefully this is the end, but I kind of feel like it's not going to be. But I do hope that this will be a first attempt win. It is the end? Yeah. But it's only the end if I win. Alright. Yeah, we got a really bad opening hand, though. Unfortunately. Okay, wait a minute. So he used the 65%, and then he also got a 90% tower shield on top of that? Yeah. I don't know if even with that, I'll be able to kill. Actually. I only got the stun off. Yeah, if that's the case, even 40% pierce will not do much. So it'll still be like a full 50%. No, wait, it won't. 65 plus 90% is 150. Yeah, it'll still be like nothing. I didn't pack any one hits or anything though. Alright. So we're in a really bad position here. So we kind of have to discard for us to get any of the cards we want. Because putting Hex on him at this point would be meaningless. We are stunned though, so we have to pass. Let's discard one of the Power Novas and pass. That might be a mistake, who knows. We'll need to wait and see. I feel like we'll need the judgments more than we'll need the extra Power Nova, though. Just based on what I'm seeing. I do like the fact that they're all using ice spells, despite the fact that they're not all ice, which does make sense. Because they are the Frost Titan's son, or the Ice Titan's sons. It's a neat little detail. Yeah, so Since we're in a really bad position here, hand-wise, we're actually gonna pop a Veiling. Yeah, we got nothing good out of that. We got another heal, which is absolutely not good. We really need our blades more than anything. And we didn't crit either. Alright, cool. But they are low on pips though. And on top of that, they're putting tower shields on themselves too. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know if this will be enough. Because if they all use tower shields, unless I crit on all of them, I don't think I'll kill them. Yeah, because we have all of our blades. So now we need to... You know what? Just to make sure we can kill him, we might throw down the feint on him right now. If only we could send a Tagura to this guy. So we could wait him out and throw his shields down. Yeah, hit me with something weak. Okay, we got the first Pierce Blade up. Alright. It's do or die here. You got this? I got this. Not really. This will do a lot of damage. But hopefully we'll be able to kill these three. So we can just, if we have to, at least, we can come right back and kill this guy easily. Then it'll just be him. Now we need to take another turn of beatings, so we can get... Why do I have 3 monsters in there? Yeah, we need infal. Oh. So you need to take another turn of damage. Alright, come on. Let's do this. Alright, so we're ready to hit. How Nova? Alright, let's see. What'll this do? Will it even crit? Alright, we actually hit it. Alright, we got the crit. Let's see. What do we do here? Alright, that's 1. Alright, that's 2. Alright, that's 3. This won't kill him for sure. We have to hit through all of these shields. Yeah, not even close. Ooh, and he immediately used Scarecrow on us. So he's gonna get some of that back. Okay, so I think he has to use Tag You're It on himself. Oh, never mind. He gets rid of his own shields now. Perfect. So this will be easy to... Just have to build up even more pips. So we can Judgment him at full strength. So throw up the blade, then the hex. Or we heal up all the damage we just took. Alright, I think we did it. Because I don't think he could damage us that quickly. I mean, unless he, like, does some death BS and, like, uses drains to heal himself back up to full. But we'll hope that doesn't happen. So we'll just go ahead and pass. Fire spell. Oh, right, the enchanted, or the enhanced meteor strike. And we got all of our HP back. Perfect. Alright, so is that max pips? That is almost max pips. But it should still kill. Alright, let's see. Did we win? Did we finally beat Wintertusk? First actual try, because we fled the first time. Let's see. We did.
You have defeated the Coven, destroyed our power, and thwarted our scheme. It is time to flee!
You have stopped the 4 sons of the Ice Titan, and now you must renew the spell upon their father, Ymir.
Alright. Perfect. First actual try, let's go. Let me just, not to pat myself on the back too much, but let me just, yes, thank you. Thank you. We did it. We won. But after one day you did it. Perfect.
You place the golden seal,
and you got your thing done too.
And their presence calms the Ice Titan's sleep. After a moment, it is clear that the Ice Titan will not awaken, and the threat of the Everwinter is over.
You have
whole
done
lot of
it.
winning tonight.
Use the teleporter and Jotun to come back to the entrance.
Alright, but first things first, before we forget, where is this little guy? Because we need to grab, him. Oh, thank you for the follow, Master Plan Maker. Perfect. Yes, thank you. Alright, we didn't forget this one either. So we do not have to do this entire thing all over again. Alright.
What
do you
an
got to say?
achievement! They will write sagas about what you have done. You should go and speak to Grandmother Raven now.
Alright,
Though she likely knows already what has transpired here.
Yeah, she's weird. She seems to know everything, until she doesn't. And she pretends to be surprised. It's not very clear what omniscience actually applies to in this universe. Welcome? Oh, yes.
The Ice Titan slumbers once more,
How are you doing,
and
by
the
the way?
Coven's power is broken utterly.
Did you get your own sort of winning tonight? Me, Womcat, hopefully we all won tonight. Won something at
You've
least.
done it. Won a victory that all the kings, thanes, and heroes in Grizzleheim could not achieve. You are welcome throughout this realm, but now is the time to tell your headmaster Ambrose what you have done. Speak to Balder Goldpaws. He will return you to Wizard City, where you can continue your magical studies. You are Grizzleheim's greatest ally and a true friend, and I will watch over you always.
Ironic. Well, first things first, we have to head back to Northgard real quick and turn in these. But when that's done, all that's going to be left is heading to Celestia to begin Arc 2 for real next time.
You have learnt much in your journeys across this land. It seems that Ymir's awakening was prophesied.
You had to make the Ranger uniform, you did something else even though the YouTube vid said to do it. No. I thought for the, oh right, for the Dragonspire quest. I was to say, I thought for the, Celestia wants to seal the Seraphim.
I knew I could count on you. You found them all!
Alright, not much to say, I guess. Oh, I've stuck them in Trundle Fjord. Ah, Forgotten Dark, welcome back. You finally returned right after we actually managed to beat them.
Are you ready
ready to depart? Next stop, Wizard City.
Yeah, you came in like 3 minutes past the actual fight. Or the final hit. But yes, we did it. Now, we have to just talk to Ambrose. Awesome? Yes, thank you. It was surprisingly easier than the previous fight against the 4 normal bosses. I actually managed to beat it on the try that I actually went in with the intention to win. Yeah. This done, we just have to turn this in. And then, boom, next time we start, we'll be starting on Celestia. Arc 2 for real. And then it's just gonna be a straight shot through the main worlds until we get to Chrysalis. And then, once we get to Chrysalis Part 2 and practically beat it, then the Shadow Mage playthrough will begin for real that time.
My goodness.
When that happens.
You say the Coven was attempting to awaken the Ice Titan himself? Unbelievable. You've accomplished so much in Grizzleheim. All of the professors here are impressed with your work. I'll speak to Mr. Lincoln about getting you some extra credit.
Alright. And with that, we are done for tonight. Thank you everyone who joined me for this. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to do, because honestly, with how much trouble I have there, I'm not sure I can solo Waterworks. I mean, I think I could solo a good portion of it, that is. But I think against the final boss, I'll probably have too much trouble. So, yeah. For now, I suppose, this is where we're going to be leaving off. So yeah, thanks again for joining me. Thank you for all the follows. And thanks again, Flaxfields, for the raid. Maybe Skyrim tomorrow? Maybe. Maybe Skyrim, maybe Spider-Man, actually. I have Wizard101 on the schedule, but we'll have to see. Because I do have my capture card, and I do want to use that. So maybe Spider-Man instead. I don't know, we'll see. Yes. With that in mind, I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Yeah, Spider-Man, on the PS4. I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, I will see you all later. Thank you all for joining me, and see you